So we're going to dive into a story that's been getting a ton of attention. It has to do with the hosts of the third hour of GMA. So TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, they've now been taken off the air after their romantic relationship was revealed. And according to sources, the head of ABC said while the two didn't violate any company policy, they were being removed while the network figures out how to handle it all. Amy has been married to actor Andrew Shue since 2010, but the two are reportedly planning on getting a divorce. There are also reports that she and Andrew separated this summer. Now, TJ has been married to his wife since 2010. Page 6 reported the two have been separated for 6 months, but his wife was still blindsided by the affair. Whoa, Tori, go. Okay.
Why did you take them off the air?
They said they were a distraction in the studio.
But guess what? The ratings are astronomically high. I don't know these two people. Do I want to sit there and watch them? Yes, I do. I would watch them talk about nothing, because I want to see their chemistry and the vibes. Taking them off when you specifically say they didn't pass any company policy, nobody is in an abuse of power, they're equals, they seem to have been separated. Gold. Gold! What are you taking them off the air for?
You're forgetting another color besides gold, and that's gray. It's a lot of gray area now. It's a gray area now.
Okay, hold up. What about green?
I think Good Morning
How long does that last, though? A week people are going to watch?
Right. And now what have you done?
What if it became a couple show?
Now what have you done? Because now anybody in the workplace is now, it's kind of, hey, the anchors are doing it. Can I flirt a little bit if I'm a lighting tech in the break room? I think companies have to be legit. Your dad's a lawyer. Your companies have to be litigious in protecting themselves and protecting the work environment.
But these two were anchors.
I am weirdly kind of soft on this issue because I do understand a lot of people meet at work, and probably most of our parents and grandparents met at work or church. Maybe.
I met my husband at work.
Right. There's only a few places that you can do that, but now because of legalities, Jeff, it's just hard to do. I get it. I get the ratings, but you're opening yourself up to a lot of like legal stuff you probably don't want to deal with.
Yeah, I could take either side. I'm not mad that they got together. And to be quite honest, I think they separated 6 months ago because there's a lot of pictures of them out together.
Training for marathons.
I think if you were trying to hide that, you wouldn't be all over each other at the airport and things like that. I think their bosses might have known. I don't know, right? But now it is a distraction. We're talking about a daytime talk show. Would people still have morals, right? There's an older audience for that. They want to see somebody who shows their children and has a marriage and all this. Not a scandal. Not that I broke up with my husband and now I'm dating my co-host.
But isn't it more of a distraction if you don't put them on, since that's what we're all kind of talking about?
No, because in the last 3 years, what we have done is flip society and their morality on its head, right? I don't know what's left or right anymore. What's okay to say? Who's okay to talk to? What's my relationship with someone over there because I'm joking around, but she thought I was serious? Now HR is involved. It's been crazy the last 3 years. And then to come out and just be like, hey, it's all good. Our co-host had an affair, and this is just what normal people do. It's not a good look for the network, is what I'm saying.
I am. And just to be picky about this, Me Too movement, which was what you're talking about,
yes, was
very necessary and important, but it was about abuse of power. And if I'm looking and discerning, these are two people, they're adults, they're consenting, they're on the same level, and ABC literally said they violated no company policy. Can't we be discerning and realize?
But let me ask you this, too. Before, I don't want to hear your opinion, Sam. What if you went back in time, right? In the last 2 years, we've canceled people for very little. So what if you found out Alyssa Milano, right? She's an activist, very much for women's rights. What if you found out, oh, this is a different point I'm making for a different story. Never mind. I was like, what if he went in and kissed Brad Pitt? Oh, wrong story. We do too many shows around here.
Good. That leads us to our next story. And I'm glad that that's a perfect foreshadowing.
All right. Going to take this.
All right. That's a great foreshadowing.
Good job, Dad.
Margot Robbie wasn't going to let a chance to kiss Brad Pitt go to waste. So speaking to E! News, Margot said that a kiss she shared with Brad in their new movie, Babylon, wasn't in the script. Her explanation was, when else am I going to get the chance to kiss Brad Pitt? So she went for it. The director liked it so much, he asked her to do it again. But here's the thing. Margot's married. She and her filmmaker husband tied the knot in 2016. And is this a double standard? If Brad Pitt tried to, without her knowing, lay one on her, would we be as forgiving?
I'm still getting my thoughts together. Maybe someone else go first.
Okay,
and I'm going to hit you with something.
Okay, we're waiting with anticipation. First of all, the thing isn't that she's married. That's not the thing. The thing is that if, exactly what you said, if Brad Pitt had gone on and done this on a set in which we now have consent directors and choreograph, my hand's going to go here, I'm going to kiss you here, that's assault. That's sexual assault, and I hate to be Bummertown. I hate it, but what a hypocrite if I say that about men and I don't say that about women. So I can't play slippery slope because she's good looking and he's good looking. Yeah, do I want to kiss Brad Pitt? A little bit. But would I do that? No, because there are rules and you break them.
I do like that we have rules, and you know, I get it, and it's weird because I can argue both sides of this. Yeah. But if you went back in movie history.
How can you argue for the other side?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because movies are a creative enterprise, and when you go back and you hear like the histories of like the classic lines that are improvised, sometimes things that are not in the script become the thing that is the movie.
But
I'm not saying that there should be random kisses, but I am saying when a kiss scene is so structured and you've taken all the humanity out of it and you have a romance coordinator to come in and sterilize it some more, you catch that on screen. And so there is a part of movie making that does require a certain amount of humanity and emotion and improvisation. I get that it's illegal.
How many stories did we hear, and I totally agree with you, from the Me Too movement of women coming forward saying, I was in a scene, and because it's a creative environment, it's very easy for the director or the actor to say, I got lost in the moment. I got lost. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. This is a creative environment. So a lot of people used that in order to lay one on her,
Like they're happy romantic coordinators are there. They really are.
Now, but here's a caveat, though.
Romantic coordinators are there.
Here's another variable. Because they are such good friends, do you think she felt safe in that moment? Do you think that's a variable we should consider?
Of course. They're dynamic. That's something you would just know, right? In that moment, if you're an actor, like, this is something that's going to be okay. And I don't think this is a big deal, right?
No,
I really don't. I don't think so.
Right.
But again, because of what society has taught us the last 3 years, maybe we have to be outraged. Society tells me I should be outraged because you're not allowed to do that. Whether man or there's no gender involved, right? Because we all. Whatever. So let's let me get on to the Alyssa Milano thing. If Tony Danza would have done that, age appropriate, this is a made-up story, to Alyssa Milano, while that Me Too movement was going on, Tony Danza would be shamed today. That's what the point I was trying to make that I got lost in. But if someone came out, an actor from the past, and said he kissed me while on set of your favorite TV show from the 80s, that person would be shamed. So where are we today? Now we're back to having fun, and Margot Robbie, it's okay to kiss someone.
I don't think it should be.
Right? I'm just saying, where are we in society? Are we done with cancel culture? Is it over? Are we done with that? You could have relationships around the office now? What's happening?
I think we don't have to be outraged. We can be discerning. And this one, I'm not outraged, but I think was a mistake.
You're just pointing out the double standard.
Yeah, I don't want to be hypocrite.
Plain as day.
Right.
All right. So there is a new dating show called Back in the Groove, where 3 women in their 40s date men half their age. Take a look.
I've always been attracted to older women.
How much older?
Oh my God! You like some 1 foot in the grave.
Just when I think I have it figured out, boom.
I'm being played on like a game or something.
I need to get my blood pumping. I'm here to find my life partner.
I got the peanut butter.
Ooh, in a twist, one of the women has a 22-year-old son who is hiding among the other men. Excuse me? So he can keep an eye on them.
I think we found him. Somebody that got punched the first day on set. Because if somebody's talking about my mom around me like that, I would not, first of all, I would not be involved in this. I just think, I think we're putting too much on age. And I think it's where you are in your life. And if you are a person, in this case, a woman that's in her 40s, you're successful, you have everything you want outside of romance, why not go after what you want? Clearly, they want a younger guy.
Okay, there's nothing you're going to have in common. Nothing.
There are a few things.
Well, yeah. There's a few passionate things that you will have in common.
And maybe that's what you're looking for.
Then that's fine. But what if opposed to having a long-standing relationship? Are you going to flip the
just the same story. What if older men were going after, not teenagers, but legally 18, 19? I would be like, yo, that's super creepy. I have an icky feeling in my tummy.
But you're allowed to have that feeling, but it's still okay because a lot of people are into that. It's a website called Sugar Babies. Yeah, it's a thing. It exists in the world. I'm sorry.
Al's on it right now.
Yeah, is that your whole thing?
Everybody wants to be a guest.
No, you're right.
thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being taboo and a bit puritanical, but I would think that it would be inappropriate because of abuse of power in terms of the age. But maybe I'm being too much.
No, I hear what you're saying, because you have to now in 2022 question that. Again, all three stories go together.
For
and
sure.
The fact that society the last 3 years has told us it's not okay to age shame somebody or gender shame somebody. And this seems to be doing both, right? And again, I don't care, but society told me I have to care. Otherwise, I'm racist or a hypocrite or ageist.
I agree, Jeff, and it only goes one way. We're saying, aren't these young men, aren't these older people being predators to these young people? But you're taking away the agency from the young people that they can make a decision too. They are adults, and they have signed up for the show, or if it's not even on TV, I prefer this kind of person. So why do we say they're always predators when it's not? Like, we have some young people that are also fulfilling a need that they have in their life.
Sometimes it is, though.
Of course it is. There's always a power dynamic.
But again, I just wanted to say that because, again, you have to use discernment.
Yeah.
You can't just paint with a broad brush.
No.
We'll be right back.
Paint it.
Sorry.